John Oliver rants about HBO's new brand campaign, and then the campaign devours him. HBO's iconic static opener is an icon of entertainment branding, the subject of fascination for both everyman and intellectual, with many pondering how those fuzzy black and white visuals, elevated by a heavenly, choir-driven chord, manage to get viewers so riled up with anticipation. HBO solves that mystery in its new brand campaign, It's What Connects Us, created out of mechanism. A hero spot gathers 61 stars from its various shows. Each stands before the camera delivering an indescript sound in the neighborhood of or a while completely costumed and in character. Dwayne Johnson's Spencer Strassmore from Barlers adjusts his tie, as if looking in the mirror, while Issa Rae Insecure checks herself out and gives a self-assured nod. Meanwhile, Big Bird's muttering seems a bit befuddled. John Oliver's ad reads more like what the $CK is going on, as does that of Game of Thrones' Jaime Lannister Nicola Coster-Waldau dog gasping at his fake hand. More stars appear fast and furiously, their murmurs and mugs ultimately melding and shrinking to become the pixels and notes of the HBO opener. The campaign features two straight-up celebrity extravaganzas. The third, also teasing last week tonight with John Oliver, pulls a meta move. It depicts the show host doing one of his classic rants, but on the premise of the campaign itself. Nobody turns into HBO for the static. That is not a beloved sound. The fact you've managed to get the entire Game of Thrones cast, hey, Jaime Lannister, make a noise with your mouth. It's impressive if it isn't some form of corporate bullying, by which I mean, H. At that point, he gets sucked into the vortex. According to Chris Spadaccini, Executive VP Consumer Marketing at HBO, the decision to debut the campaign now was not sparked by increasing frame of original content from streaming services like Amazon and Netflix. Rather, the effort boasts just as HBO is gaining more momentum from its hit Big Little Lies, and ahead of what promises to be a robust spring and summer season. Its aim is to honor its own subscribers but also to catch the eye of newcomers. We challenged the agency to find a way to tap into our subscribers' emotional connection to our brand, but in a fun, unexpected way using our family of talent, he said. How can we tap into that feeling of anticipation and excitement our viewer has before entering our world, that feeling that is best captured by the iconic static that opens our programming? Mechanism came up with a cool idea of how we could bring that static to life. We thought of this literally and figuratively as a harmony of all those characters. That's what the chord represents, said Mechanism creative director David Horowitz. It's the voice of the channel. The reason you anticipate something great is that collective identity. You're so used to seeing that opener before a great moment that when you see it before a new show, you're already expecting something of a certain caliber. According to Mr. Spadaccini, the HBO static intro was created in 1992 by Good Dog Advertising, under creative director David Hudson. The new campaign represents a marked shift from brand messaging of the past. Previous efforts focused more on value propositions and depicting programming bred through clip-based promos and more traditional trailers. Mr. Spadaccini said the new campaign ties ribbon around the entire HBO family, while acknowledging the brand's heritage and status as a cultural force. We were more literal in the past. Now there's definitely a desire to do more. The ads will debut online, with first broadcast airing on HBO before real time with Bill Maher. Other spots will roll out over a 2 to 3 week period. Those will include show-specific executions for Silicon Valley and Veep, and more cutting room material may appear in social media. The production itself was quite the feat, rolling out over 4 months and in multiple locations, basically, wherever the cast was shooting at the time, said Mr. Horowitz.